Someone has kindly sent me the link to Stefbot's video that I was reviewing before, and I've watched it again, and it's even a little worse than I remembered. I probably will post this, since it's part 2 to the same video, under both accounts. I'm having a little bit of a hard time posting the other video to the Not Stefbot account, but I'm sure I'll get it there. So this is part 2 of the previous video. In his video, Stefbot is not only trying to soften how much it hurts to pay more for gas, he's actually extolling it, that it's a good thing. And I'm no economist, so I don't need to want to go very far here, but I'll tell you, it sure seems like, I don't think he's an economist either. But let's suppose I'm a manufacturer in the United States. I'm paying X for gas, or for fuel, X per unit, for fuel. And I have no competition from India. And then India starts to get into making whatever it is I make. And they start giving me some competition that raises the cost, let's say to 2 or 3x. Now, they are willing to pay more for it, probably because they are willing to accept less of a return on investment than I have. So that if they're paying, 3x for it, and it raises the price to roughly 3x, Stefbot's argument seems to say that I'm going to be getting the laptops or whatever cheaper than I would have when the price was 1x for the American. In other words, I can agree that if the price goes up, that there are people who might accept less of a profit, and therefore that would be good for me for prices, so long as we're comparing apples with apples. So long as we're comparing manufacturers that are willing to pay more and make less of a return, or even the same return. But we can't compare that to the pre-inflated price. We have to compare that to the price that I would be paying American manufacturers at the same price. So if competition from India raises the price of fuel by a whole bunch, the price of laptops isn't going to go down here. I don't think you can make that argument. It's going to go up less than it would have if the American manufacturers had to pay 3x or whatever I said for the price. You've got to compare apples and apples, and I don't think he's doing that. And I really find it hard to believe that increased prices, just fuel prices in general. Now, as I said, you might have some special circumstances, and you might say, well, the overall booming economy in India is in fact a good thing for the economy of the world. I don't have any arguments with those. But that isn't the argument he's making. The argument is that I should be happy, not even neutral, but just happy, that gas prices are going up, because it means something that I don't think it means.